Hey y'all, welcome back to Women vs. Travels. I am an international school teacher and this is my fourth move abroad. So it can be fun, absolutely, but it's also chaotic, as you can see here. Even after 4 moves, I still get overwhelmed. Still have moments where I look at my mess and think, what am I doing? Do I even want to be doing this? The answer is always yes. It's just, overwhelming sometimes. I have definitely moved with loss before. I'm talking 2 small suitcases. That's about it. Just the basics, nothing sentimental, just some clothes and what I need to get me through the next few weeks. But it's also because I always knew I wouldn't stay too long. This time, however, I'm packing for something different, a longer chapter and a more intentional one. So yeah, it's messier. As you can see, I'm zoning out because I am overwhelmed physically and emotionally, but this time it's also more meaningful. I'm bringing things that represent what I've been through this year. For example, a race tag where I was able to compete, I say that lightly. It was for a 5K and I walked most of the time, but that's also coming back after 10 months of not being able to walk at all. That's a story time for a later date. Some stuffed animals, especially from someone who has completely transformed my life, and I appreciate them so much. Pieces of home, souvenirs from places, and especially artwork, my passion, of things that have changed me, and things from my family, especially after my mom beat cancer this year. Again, what a year. That strength has to come with me. These aren't just objects, they are reminders of my resilience, my family's resilience, of our healing, and of course, hope. This right there, must read, absolute must read for all my travelers. It will transform the way you think of traveling and of living in new places. Now, of course, none of that makes packing any easier. My vacuum bags do help, don't get me wrong, but when your suitcase is basically holding on to its last thread, that's a different story. I literally had to stand multiple times as well as sit on it to get it zipped. 10 out of 10 would not recommend, but it does work. Packing is always a little unhinged, but that's part of it. As you can see here, these are some essentials that I always bring with me. Definitely check them out. But something to note is that if you're moving or even just thinking about it, here are some tips that save me time every time. Number 1, make a list, absolute must. Not a tiny, neat list. I mean a massive brain dump of every single thing you can think of and categorize that, big or small, because once it's all out of your head, you can start eliminating, start organizing, and start breathing. Also, make sure to label your bags and weigh them early. As always, pack a comfort item and bring that in your carry-on so that way you don't lose it later. I labeled each suitcase and made a mini inventory, so that way I know exactly what's where when I land. It might look like over prepping, but honestly, it gives me peace, and peace is worth packing too. This isn't just a move, it's the start of something I've been working toward for a long time. As I mentioned, this year has been incredibly difficult. Physically, emotionally, everything this year that has held, I am stepping into this next chapter with more clarity and more care, and hopefully a little bit more stability. It's not about having a perfect start, it's about a meaningful one. So yeah, it's messy, it's a little overwhelming, but it's absolutely real, and in the end, it all fits. Or at least somehow, I do too.